just went to an estate sale.
Yeah.
Now
Where is it?
we were over in McFarland, and this is over by a bike trail that I go on that's like off the lake. Like it's basically a bridge that goes on for a couple of miles. And I always end up in the area that we were just in and get lost. And I was like, oh, there's a lake over here. And when the bike trail ends, it's kind of like, where do I go from here? And then I got to try and figure out how to get back home without just going backwards. And I was telling her about the lake, and I was like, oh, let's just stop by there because that's where we are. So that's what we're doing. And then I have stuff to go through that we got at the estate sale. You look like you're napping.
I'm just enjoying it.
Right.
It's all blue.
It is. All right. So we're back from that estate sale, and it was actually, it looked better online than it did when we got there. So I don't know if we have anything that exciting. I got this Life magazine from, they had a bunch of issues from when the moon landing happened, so 69, but I basically got it because of this ad right here, and also because I want to start trying out some collages and stuff. So there's always a bunch of good advertisements and stuff and odd ass pictures in these old Time Life magazines that you can use. So kind of got that for myself. One of the things we got was this pretty cool ass sweater, but there's no information on it. It just looked neat. I don't know if there's a tag. It's got a zipper, but yeah, it's just a neat little wool sweater. Seriously, I didn't even think if there was a branded tag on it. There's nothing. Oh well. Apparently Mary Joy picked up this wind-up doll.
It's cute. What was it, 50 cents?
Yes. So, okay.
It's for my amusement.
Oh, it's got little wheels on it too, so you can stand it up. It's odd. This, I don't know why, but recipe boxes, wooden recipe boxes like this, especially in really good condition, these do well for us. So, whenever, or index card boxes or whatever, just if they look cool, we always seem to do okay with them. They don't go fast, but they go. Checkers AC Doocy. I've never heard of AC Doocy. Somebody wrote in pen on it though, which what they did is they wrote, okay, so the cover says chess, checkers, AC Doocy, and backgammon. And then in pen, someone wrote chess, checkers, AC Doocy, backgammon. Anyway, the box is in okay condition. I like the artwork on it though. That's just very 60s. I found this hardcover book of If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, which I thought was a new book, but I guess it's not. This is actually a hardcover from 1985. I thought this was a book that came out like in the late 2000s. Yeah, 85. So it's a hardcover version of the book. I think it used to have a dust jacket, but this is it without the dust jacket. So specialty book of 1 to 10 with horses and farm animals. I said aminals. I'm not sure what the date is on it, but basically the numbers are up here and they're all, see there? There's 1 domino, 2 domino. I'm not sure why it's a domino on the top, but you open it up for each, oh, because it's showing the number on the domino. That's why. And each one of them are its own little flap for the book, and it's actually in pretty good condition. Published in Western Germany. So I'll have to do some research on this one and figure it out. But I truthfully have never seen a book like that before. A Richard Scarry's best make-it book ever. And it's from 1977. So what it says it has inside is that it's hundreds of things to cut out and make, and finger puppets and games and grow chart and books, like all kinds of stuff. And it's a very thick book. But it's from 1977, and for the most part, when I flipped through, I couldn't see where anything was done. So it looked unfinished. But then in the very front, here they are. So in the first couple of pages, it looks like somebody cut something out. And that's what these pages, like they're still there. And it looks like it's something to make your own little mini book. a little mini color book, which seems to have been completed. So that was the only activity that was done in the book. But it's also still here. So it's not one of those things where we'll see how that plays, because it's like, not only was it done, but there it is. So maybe that will make a difference. Who knows? Regardless, still a neat book. Lots of cool stuff inside. And then this one, I literally looked at for like a minute or so, because I'm like, did I know this? And this is what I mean. This is a 45 copy of Up With People. The World Is Your Town. Sung by Glenn Close. I don't recall Glenn Close being in Up With People or ever being mentioned that she was in Up With People. Maybe it's just something that everyone knew and I just forgot about. But yeah, so that's Glenn Close as a youngster singing with the Up With People chorus. And then on the back is, I believe that's Pat Boone, right? No. Frank Fields. Anyway, so it's a two-sided thing, but one of them has Glenn Close. I'd be curious to hear what that sounds like. And it seems to be in good condition, but that alone made it interesting. 4-color comic books, Dell Comics. And I always love finding those. But this one was for Rice Edgar Burroughs' Tarzan, 52-page comic. Awesome, like full-on Wheaties stuff on the back. Look at the Daisy Red Rider rifle. But yeah, it's in great condition. So that's a good one. And then the second one was for Dell Comics Rin Tin Tin, the dog. And this one on the back is what you normally see, where they just have an added one-page comic. So that's why I liked seeing the Wheaties advertisement on the back of this one. But this one was also in good condition. The funny thing is I just never expect, like, what weird comics, Tarzan and Rin Tin Tin. And that's all there was. They were just sitting there right next to each other. No other comics.
It's not too bad for what we spent.
It wasn't, but here's the thing. This is what was disappointing about that. And I don't know if it's because it was the last day of the sale. Maybe we missed stuff, although it looked like there was a lot of stuff there. Yeah. But the whole story behind this place we went to was supposedly it was a husband and wife who they ran an antique store, and they just decided they were going to retire, and they moved away and left everything in the house and said, here, sell it and give us the money.
I didn't know that story.
Yeah, and there was nothing there. Like, that would be like if we did that, people would, if they showed up, like, this is what you would find here. We went there and it was kind of like, well, there's a couple of things.
Like, it looked like they were into sewing. Well, I guess all the woodworking would make sense for antiques.
I guess. Maybe
like
just when I see antiques, I think this stuff. I would have expected more of this stuff. But that also explains why they randomly just had 2, like, really good quality Dell Comics. And they were like, yeah, sometimes these sell. This is what I sell. So I have this, and then around the corner there, which you can't see, like shelves of. Have I ever shown the shelves of comics I have? Let me go over there. So this is the not often seen shelf in the living room, because we had to consolidate a lot of my comics. Some of them are downstairs too. That's also not often seen. But like, this is the type, like, I have stacks and stacks of comics, indie comics, old comics, new comics. So that kind of stuff too. Like, this is what people would find if they went to one of our estate sales. So that's why I was surprised going to that one. But I guess if they're not comic collectors, because we could say it's a bunch of antique stuff, but it's pop culture antique stuff, whereas people would be coming here going, where's the woodworking? Where's the antique furniture? That we don't really have. Like, we have that chair. We have that shelf from Target. Oh yeah, and more graphic novels. That's the other thing too, is I like graphic novels. But we have graphic novels, old movie posters. That's about it. So I forgot. I don't get to see that shelf as much. So anyway, I wanted to add that. So maybe I explained it away myself. It's that this wasn't what they dealt in. Bye.